Excuse me. Hey, Killface. Hey, Red Room. Hey, Vin. Hey, Michelle. Good news. Thanks. I also enjoyed the cooking streams. All right. Hi, Brooke. Yes, it's very white. I mean, that's just what I look like, Brooke. Hey, Cherry Blossoms. Hi, Sarah. Hey, Hazelnut. Hey, Red Room. I don't know. I don't know what the fuck's going on. It's been happening the whole time. Almost the whole time I've been at my mom's place. Hey, Kimberly. For some reason, I come in, my camera doesn't work. I run a quick troubleshoot thing, which may or may not help. Hey, Buttercup. No. I keep forgetting to bash it first. I keep running like troubleshooting thing on it, which doesn't actually work. I keep forgetting that for some reason I need to hit it. Hi, Kimberly. For some reason, I need to hit my camera in order to get it working. Not a violent person, so I remember. I mean, shirt reveal. It's just my Mononoke shirt. Just my neat ass Mononoke shirt. Give me rice. Nice skill face. Rice is good. Going to be interesting to see if this continues once I get back to my place. If it continues at my place using my regular computer, hey Fernanda, then I will probably need to buy a new camera. I might be time to get a new camera. Maybe. No. I was gonna grab the camera and show it to you, but then I was like, wait, no, that doesn't work. No, my brother didn't come over today. You guys need updating? I don't know. I don't know what it is. Hey, Bambi. Left. Gonna have the leftovers, yeah. Not sure I'm really in the mood for it. No, we did not. My brother did not come over today, so no rug. No rug update. For DoorDash. Nah. Honestly, I think like I'll have the leftovers because they're there. Um, Otherwise, the thing I probably would have gotten otherwise, or the thing I'd eat otherwise would probably just be like the oh, chicken fingers, chicken strips. There are chicken strips in the no DoorDash, no. No, I was saying I'm not really in the mood for the leftover mints. Um, but if I was going to eat something else, it would probably end up being uh, chicken strips that are in the fridge or in the freezer. I mean, but I'll just have the leftovers. The leftovers are there. I should eat them. Regardless of whether I'm really in the mood for them. They'll be fine. I'm sorry, Killface. But I mean, remember, I'm still employed. I'm still trying to save every. I'm still trying to save whatever money I can. I can't afford DoorDash. Last Wednesday month. Yep, indeed. But even so, I'd rather save my money if I can. Did apply for a couple jobs last night. Not holding out any hope. Hey, Michelle, am I okay? Meh. An express and a burger, but the chicken they gave this person hurt. Oh, that's a shame, Vanna. Hard chicken is not good. Hard chicken is not a good thing. No one wants hard chicken. That's what I get for going to slow time. There, I guess. String reacting to a show I like? Probably not. Because I feel like for something like that, I would need to like. I imagine I'd probably need to edit it a lot to avoid like copyright strikes, and I'm very lazy. Also, I don't know. I kind of feel like I. There's the provide content. I mean, whenever you look at YouTube, if you see people like when you like, a lot of people do like TV show reactions on YouTube, and they're always like cut down. If they're reviewing a, if they're reviewing a 30-minute show, then they've got maybe 10, maybe 15 minutes of actual content. There is actually another reason I don't really want to do a reaction to a TV show I like. I'd rather just enjoy the show. I don't really want to be talking the whole show. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but like I'd feel like I just want to watch it because their audience doesn't want to watch 2 hour live video channels. No, I think it is. I think it is a. I suspect it is more likely to be a copyright thing. Because I think even reviewed include clips versus reacting. Hey Yoshi. Because I feel even fair use has its limits. Fair use does have, and bear in mind, with YouTube, it's very easy for companies to just, as soon as you use their content, they hit you with they throw up a copyright strike. And yeah, Vanna, that's what I'm too lazy to do. Yeah, like I said, the other thing is I do just want to watch the show. I don't want to talk over it the whole time. Cut down audio displays talking over the show. Lots of show companies will strike literally. Oh, they absolutely will. Hey, Paw Patrol. Absolutely will. Some companies, uh, you know, use 5 seconds of their content. They're gonna. kind of frustrating. A lot of my Final Fantasy videos, a lot of those end up getting hit by squatters, copyright squatters. I never bothered disputing, but yeah, because I mean it's not enough money to be worth it. Some people have fewer compilations to seem they like, but maybe they're not monetized. Yeah, probably not monetized. And a lot of those clips end up being pretty short. And there's a lot of it I'm not sure how some of them get away. Like there's some people I'm not sure how they get away with the amount, like with the length of the clips they post. You know, sometimes you'll see like full length scenes and like, how are you getting away with a full length scene here? The same lives doing YouTube but through Twitch. I would not use Twitch because Twitch is owned by Amazon and fuck Amazon. Not that Google doesn't suck ass either. YouTube's owned by Google and Google sucks huge ass, but hey, Scrappy. Hey, Lisa. I will say the one upgrade of these things I won't have to stick the attention to watch BoJack Horseman. Yeah, some of those there could be some pretty good video essays out there. I will say one advantage that Twitch does have. Copyrighted shit is much slower to be struck. Like for Twitch, I could do like, you know, I could easily do a full stream reacting to 90s cartoon theme songs. That's something I can't do on YouTube. Get other platforms, I mean, YouTube ride or die. There is also that. I'm not YouTube ride or die, but like I'm like I don't. Every new platform I have to get used to is annoying to me. So lives for TikTok? Nah. Nah, no interest in TikTok. But made a TikTok out and follow you. Fair. Totally fair, Buttercup. I'm not leaving YouTube. What? When did I say I'm leaving YouTube? I'm not leaving YouTube. Every time someone says Buttercup, I think of Bittercup. Actually, I would just be very disappointed. I mean, also fair, I guess. And Bittercup every time I don't get gifted a membership. Indeed. You would follow me on TikTok? I wouldn't. Ben is a better friend than I guess so. Bigger simp. Ben is a bigger simp than you are. Hey, Uncle Buck. Taking Instagram? I don't care. I don't care about Instagram. I have Blue Sky. I have YouTube. That is enough for me. Blue Sky? No one currently. I mean, like I'm like just private. I think it's just like sort of privately owned right now. Hasn't been bought out by a larger company yet. One thing that's funny about Blue Sky. Where do I put it yet? I'm sure she's fine. Blue Sky was co-founded by who was the guy who did Twitter? Jack Dorsey. Missed it earlier net when everything wasn't owned by a handful of companies. Indeed. Hey, Dane Jotter. It's actually not new. I've had this shirt for a while. Yeah, early internet was a Wild West, and it was better for it. But yeah. Blue Sky was co-founded by Jack Dorsey, the guy who created Twitter. Dorsey left it basically because it wasn't it didn't promote arguments enough. Like with Blue Sky, for people that hate Twitter. It's basically Twitter for people who are tired of Twitter. It is very much like Twitter, but it's for people who hate Twitter now that it's owned by a fucking Nazi. And just like completely overrun with Nazis. One thing that's really good about Blue Sky, the block functionality, it's called the nuclear block. Because you block somebody, they're gone from your feed forever. Weird rock changes yet. Yeah, like it deletes anything they've ever said to you. They obviously can't see you. People in your you can't actually see them ever. Like even if you go to their profile, it just tells you, hey, you blocked this person. You can't see their content. It's not something where it's going to show up in your, people arguing with person in your comments or anything like that. It's just, that's it. They're gone, which is really good. Cesspool interaction farming fake accounts. Yep, absolutely is. And it does not drive like, or I should say, it is not useful at all for promoting your shit. especially for smaller creators. Even larger ones, it's not very useful. Like, or I suppose what I should say, if you are trying to link people to something, Grok is the yeah, it's Twitter's AI chatbot. That's on Reddit. Never used Reddit. Never been interested in Reddit. Like NPR. Under here, hey, listen that. Like NPR has said that that they got no links from Twitter because links are suppressed on Twitter. Twitter does not want people leaving that site. They do not want people going anywhere else. Jim Chancellor gives Nazi-ish replies. Yep. I mean, it fucking praised Hitler. Literally, it praised Hitler. It is a very good shirt. I do really like this shirt. Also, now he's trying to turn it into like, ooh, it's a waifu. Look, it's an AI girlfriend. Look at this AI girlfriend I made. And he's working on a AI boyfriend. Oh, look, an AI boyfriend. The funniest thing, the AI boyfriend that apparently is going to be getting rolled out soon. Musk described it as being a combination of Edward from Twilight and Christian from 50 Shades of Grey. They're the same fucking character. Literally, they're the same fucking. Christian is Edward. Christian was created as Edward. It was fucking fanfic. It like 50 Shades was created as Twilight fanfic. He's so goddamn stupid. Fanfic being dirty. Maybe, but I mean, it's like. It's still one of those things like. Really? It's like this character and this other character who was literally meant to be a copy, like was literally just like was literally designed to be this same character. Regardless of the quality, Christian is Edward, with the name changed to avoid copyright. Like that's all it is. And Elon and men like Elon try to guess what women want. They're usually wrong. Somebody else to go. Yeah. Also, like, I don't know. How long ago did those things come out? Way to keep up with the times, Elon. What's Elon doing to women now? Like I said, he's releasing an AI boyfriend inspired by Edward from Twilight and Christian from 50 Shades of Grey. Which, I mean, like, both are like 20 years old now. Way to keep up with the times, Elon. boyfriend girlfriend subreddit that makes me really sad. Yeah, it's getting bad. It's getting very, very bad. Yeah, it's just a chatbot. It's just a chatbot who pretends that it's just a chatbot designed to act like it loves you. Loves himself so much, why not make it like him? I mean, when you look at like, there's an old photo of him, sort of looking like goth. And the design of the AI boyfriend, kinda. That's selling this up? No. But mirrors red now, yeah. It's just, yeah, it's so gross. It's so gross and exploitative. So predatory. Like, it's just so deeply predatory. People in Memphis are being poisoned by the data center down there. Like, there's a data center in Memphis used to power some of these things, and it's like it's along the lines of dating your furniture. Well, no, because that's a funny game. That's just a silly little game designed by people who don't use AI. It's the furniture is tangible. I'd date Betty. Oh, I would absolutely go for Betty. She's hot, but she also seems so nice. She seems so sweet. Betty just seems like such a sweetheart. JD Vance Stereo. I do wonder if they made the sofa a guy, just yeah, just like we don't want JD Vance getting too turned on by this game. They're poisoning and trying to force him to relocate people. Yeah. Yeah. Which is going to live in an undesirable biohazard environment. Yeah. For a thing that doesn't fucking do anything. All this for a machine that doesn't actually fucking have any goddamn purpose. That's the one thing. There is no actual, genuine, legitimate purpose for any of this AI shit. You want to use it to get information? It's useless for that because there's even odds that the information is going to be wrong. It's a fucking computer that can't do goddamn math. Like people have tested it on math and it's gotten shit wrong in math. And it's a god like that's what a fucking computer is for. It's for fucking math. And this AI shit is a computer that can't fucking do math properly. Today was the acting, but I liked it a lot. It's called the alpha test. They used it to identify fish at their aquarium by a photo, since easier than typing in blue big spike. But I mean, it very well might get the fish breed wrong. And I mean, like, that's like sort of a marginal test, like a marginal use. I said, you're talking about the comfy couch is coming to an end. Yeah. Should note, it actually is a very comfy couch. Makes me pretty tired sitting on this couch. You know, sitting here, I do often find myself getting tired. Yeah. Hey, Hilda. I'll be glad to have my chair back. I'll be glad to have my desk back. I am actually going to be glad to be back at my desk for, you know, for everything else. Ride the train back to Uber. I'll be calling a cab. Lynette and Molly and her dolly. Stacy. The AC hasn't been great. I mean, it's the AC sort of kept it human. Humanities are going to go back to living with that AI because we're lazy. Do we have something at Uber? We do, but also Uber does not operate in Cornwall. I wouldn't have used Uber anyway, even if Uber was available in Cornwall. I wouldn't use it. I have issues with the fact that they're a cab company that uses loopholes to avoid the having to honor the responsibilities that cab companies do. Because cab companies have certain rules and regulations and responsibilities that they have to follow. Uber, because of the way it's designed, uses loopholes so that it can ignore those, and that's shitty. Yeah, it's at the cab companies here. The cab companies here are very strong. They were successful in keeping Uber out, and I am on their side completely with that. Fuck Uber. I got my AC hooked up today. Taking a longer nap than usual, and I needed a blanket. So I was like, fair enough. So yeah, cabs. Also, if I remember correctly, I believe the CEO of Uber is a Trump supporter. Yeah, Uber CEO is a Trump supporter, so there's another reason to not use it for anything. I don't use Uber Eats anymore either. Uber Eats does operate in Cornwall, but I don't use it. Did I ever delete it? Pretty sure I deleted the app from my phone. I did. Good. Use Uber a lot places like Vegas. We don't have cabs, so I'm taking Ubers. workers. Hey, bye. The Afghan, yeah. The Afghan. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I haven't used it since I got here. I haven't like tried using it, but um, I mean, she called it the yeah. It's she has not had a good time. That's why she's coming back on Friday. She's coming back a week early. So yeah, she hasn't had a great time. She and her brother had a falling out. She hasn't given any details yet. I haven't asked any. I haven't. She hasn't given any details about what happened between her and her brother. Once she's back, she'll give us more details. Her brother? Her brother lives in Scotland. If you mean my brother, he still lives in Cornwall. Let's trip to Chicago with her younger son. Cool, cool. Yeah, like my brother didn't go to Scotland with my brother did not go to Scotland with her. They'd arrange her thing. Probably. That's me. Probably not, Uncle Buck. I'm gonna get more water. Be back in a minute. No, no. My mom's originally from Scotland, and her brother still lives there. So she was visiting him in Scotland. Ugh. Must be tears. Seems like it must. Seems like it was. But I should have ran to look it out. Yeah, it looks like that. Seems like that's probably not going to be happening. Water filter. Canada tap water. She does have a. Like she does have one of those water jugs that has a filter in it, but tap water in Cornwall and Canada is generally not too bad. She probably won't be going back yet. Almost certainly not. Getting color pencils this weekend for my drawing. Neat. That sounds fun. Yes. Barring any unforeseen circumstances, yes. Date everything tomorrow. Probably for 3 hours. Return to romance. Everyone. Betty for sure. Jeremy. I do want to romance Jeremy. But that, like I said, that's mostly because I do really like that voice actor. Up the comic book. Did you change your username? Hey Jordan. Can't wait for jacket. I mean, you're gonna have to, Jordan. Hi Margaret. Can I say hi to Chris? Hello, Chris. Romance Red Room. Maybe the Benoit beads. River was cute. River was cute. Brooke is everywhere more. Yeah, Comic Brooke doesn't really show up. Comic Brooke doesn't. Yeah, she'll show up and then like not say much, which is a shame. Especially when I want to get mad at her for not watching my Final Fantasy videos. She sends her love. I'd rather she send comments about the opera scene in Final Fantasy VI. Thunderstorms possible overnight. Apparently, thunderstorms are possible overnight. Consider you just can't see them. That's a lie, Jordan. It would show if there are comments. Show me where you are. That nice little thing for you. Starting Friday, I will. Nah, I didn't bring my seal with me. Hey, Sandra. How are you? That eager to see me go home, huh? Yeah, just a couple more days until I get to sleep with my seal again. Looking forward to that. What's for dinner? I'm just gonna have leftovers. She and your brother are gonna do it for Lana. Throw away all around my pee. March looking at old stuff that kids let me hang when they were younger. I mean, I don't think they're likely to go into my room to see it, so demand a refund. I had to give up one of them. Would you give up Sailor Moon or MLB? I mean, I don't have to give up either, so I'm free to continue enjoying both of them. So I don't really bother with those like, oh, you can only keep one, or you can only keep three, or you have to give up one of these. No, I don't have to. I reject the premise of your question. All right. Good night, Bambi. Yeah, okay. Not doing any of that. Yeah, yeah. Mary fuck kill. Yeah, it's like I don't want to do any of those. I don't want to kill, so I'm not going to kill. I don't want to marry, so I'm not going to marry. Do it all. Combination of bigamy and murder. Buzz Killington. Yep. Date, not marry. Yeah, it's marry, fuck, kill. Or fuck, marry, kill. I think it's fuck, marry, kill. Is the order it normally goes in, I think. Who remembers playing MASH when they were a kid? Mansion, apartment, shack, house. Four people you want to marry. How many kids you want to have. What else? There's who you're going to marry, how many kids you're going to have, where you're going to live. Was it what kind of job you're going to have? Was that the other category? Where you growing all your dreams? Car, yeah, kind of car. That's what it was. No, I think you're right. It was the kind of car. It was the kind of car. I'm pretty sure. Maybe. Oh, it's on YouTube. Actually, it looks like there's a few different variations. Potential car, future spouse, ultimate career choice, among numerous other possible categories. Kate Cunningham is going to have a Mercedes, marry a guy named James in Canada, no kids, two-story house. So I'm looking at a different one. Flame. I'm looking at one called Flame right now. I don't think I remember that one. So you write. So it tells you what relationship you're going to have with your crush. Friends, lovers, affectionate, marriage, enemies. There's also a variant of flames. So yeah, friends, lovers, affectionate, marriage, enemies, siblings. Okay, so you take your name and your crush's name, cross out any common letters in both names, count the total number of remaining letters in the two names, and then yeah, you write flames, and you go down. Yeah, if there's like 6 letters remaining, then you go down F. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cross off the letter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cross off the letter. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cross off the letter. A-E-I-O-U for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then count them up and get your love score. Lower the better. So I've got like A and E. So what would that be? That'd be like 3. Yeah, 1 for A, 2 for E. Or is it like I have two vowels, so that's 2. Or like combining like like A is 1 point, E is 2 points, so on. Or is it the total number of vowels you have? You need the other person's name. So say I use Betty as the other one. So A plus E, 1 plus 2 is 3. Betty, that's E, so the plus 2, so that'd be 5. So 5 would be a good. 5 would be a good score. One minus 1 is 0. Two minus 3 is 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. Five is our love number. I assume that's bad. Double digits isn't the best. So let me see if I get it right. So James and Betty. So that's 1A, 2 E's. So 1 minus 1 is 0. Two minus 2 is 0. Right? What do you want left? Am I right? Like, so, like 1A, so 1 minus 1, 0. 2 E's, 2 minus 2, 0. Am I right on that? But I'm using my actual name, James. I'm using my name of James. If my name is, like, if I use James as my name, or how about Nicole? How about if I use Nicole? I've never heard of this game. It's confusing. Okay, is 1 minus 1 equals 0. Two minus 2 equals 10. Love score of 0. Zero minus 3 equals 3. What? Where's the 3 come in? Two, eight, 3. What? Where does that 3 come in? The IOU. This game sounds weird. I don't like it. I'm going to stick with good old MASH. I'm so tempted to grab a pen and paper. Like genuinely, I'm tempted to go grab a pen and paper so we can do a round of MASH. But no. Hi, Jenna. Only time. I do like Enya. Use your phone and notes. Need a visual demonstration. Give me a minute. Just grab a pen now. All right. Mansion. Apartment. Shack. House. For crushes. Um, number of kids. And car. With 10 kids. Oh, no, I mean, it's 0, 1, 2, 3. I just put 0, 1, 2, 3. All right. So you do something like this. So this is sort of like the basic design of it. So mansion, apartment, shack, house, crushes, number of kids, kind of car, and then so I call the version I did. You just do some swirls. So call it 10. So yeah, just a bunch of swirls. I think that's 9 swirls. I think I did 9 swirls. You did everything correctly? Yes, I did, Uncle Buck. I wasn't going to use my viewers. I'm not going to give any of you people false hope. Think I was gonna? You think I was gonna give anyone here false hope? No. So I think that's 9 swirls that I did. So the 9 swirls. Now I count down from 9. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So cross that out. Count down again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I will not be living in an apartment. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I'll have either 1 or 2 kids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I will not be marrying Jeremy, sadly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Will not be living in a mansion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Will not be driving a Mustang. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I'm going to be having 1 child with whoever it is that I end up marrying. 1 child. So I think now I skip that. Skip number kids. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Will not be driving a Volvo. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Swirl number arbitrary. Yeah, the way you normally do it, you just start doing some swirls. So like, it's usually a 2-person game. It's a 2-person game. So like one person writes everything down. Like first person writes everything down, and starts doing swirls, and then the second person says to stop. Like the second person says that's enough swirls, and then you count the swirls. Boom. So I will have 1 kid that I will be driving around in my Pontiac Firebird. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's Benoit out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's Venetia out. I'm gonna marry Betty! Look, I'm gonna marry Betty! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I will be living in a house. So I'll live in a house, marry Betty, have 1 kid, and drive a Pontiac Firebird. Understandable, Vanna? Not gonna lie, I was kind of hoping for Betty. Throw that out later. I'll play with my boyfriend, then get mad he doesn't marry me. Betty's gonna have to stay home while you drive your kid in the Firebird. Yeah. Betty will not be able to leave the house. Because Betty is a bed. What's the Firebird look like? I don't know why I chose Pontiac Firebird. Hey, Toby. Just amused me, I think. So it looks like this is my favorite. Looks like this is my future car right here. This is going to be my future car, I guess. She wouldn't fit in the Firebird. Why does it have no eyes? Because it's a car? How much is that bad boy? I have no idea, Toby. I don't know how much it costs. I don't really care how much it costs. Not like I'm ever gonna have. It's not like I'm ever going to buy. Like, why would I ever buy one? I don't have a driver's license. Like, why would I have like? Let me start it up. Yeah, we were playing. Sorry, Toby. We were playing. We were playing Mash. We were playing Mash, and Pontiac Firebird is the car that I ended up with after playing Mash. Does this swirl until the person says stop? Yes. Vanna needed a visual. Vanna needed like a visual cue of how it works. Like she needed a visual demonstration of how Mash works. I sent Vanny a visual. I just did a visual. We just played a game. That's a visual. I showed her how you played Mash. How does Mash work? I'm not doing another demonstration. Rankings are back then. Not here. I mean, like you can like see, but I mean, it's not like there's no badges. The badges are off. So yeah, you write down where you're gonna live: mansion, apartment, shack, or house. Hence MASH. So mansion, apartment, shack. This can be other things like street or shit like that, or something like that, or house. You write down the name of your crushes, who you're going. This is where you're going to live. This is who you're going to marry. So four names of people who you could marry. The variations there are different variations, different categories you can have. But the one I remember, number of kids you're going to have, and the kind of car you're going to drive. Then you do some swirls, count how many swirls you did, and then go down by that number. So I had 9 swirls, so I went down like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, crossed off 0. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, crossed off mansion. Or apartment or whatever it was that I did. Jobs run it too. Yeah, I think it varies. There's different versions, different categories that can be included. My results were that I will live in a house. I will marry Betty. We'll have 1 kid. And I will drive a Pontiac Firebird. Keep in mind, Betty is a fictional character. Thanks for the fortune telling, yeah. Betty is a fictional character. She has an anthropomorphic bed. So it is all bullshit. More bullshit than normal. Not bullshit advance. Big girls like your brother. Your mom. But not really, no. No, I don't know anyone. I don't know anyone in real life, so. Nice, funny, intelligent guy. Nice, funny, and intelligent. I literally just made a your mom joke, which is neither nice, funny, nor intelligent. It is none of the above. Internet dating. Yeah, I mean, I've looked. Cornwall sucks for it. Um, and beyond that, I would feel awkward starting a relationship as I am right now. You find yourself. Honestly, I've reached the point where I'm pretty much resigned that I'm going to die alone. Hey, Kingsley! Kingsley's drinking water. You okay? Yeah. Sure. Thanks, Diane. It's Princess Mononoke. It's been a long time since I watched that movie. I should get around to rewatching it sometime. It's been a long time. Get out my legs. That would suck. Geography is what keeps us apart. So every sense of humor. Such as it is, yes. I probably should vacuum this rug before we take it. Before we roll it up or anything. I think I'll give this vacuum a quick or this rug a quick vacuum before we after the stream. Just a quick one. Doesn't need to be deep clean on it. Yeah, vacuum's in the. There's a vacuum in. I do know where the vacuum is. I don't know if my brother is actually coming tomorrow. I'm actually not sure if he is coming. He didn't. He didn't text me or anything today to say if he will be. Yeah, since he didn't come today, I'd say there's a pretty good chance that he'll probably come tomorrow. They say forget everything off camera. I'm gonna say no. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and say no. Hobbies of judo or drawing cartoons? Nah, nah. I am a solitary person. My hobbies tend to be solitary. Yeah, reading, killing time watching YouTube, single player video games, uh, jorking it. Solitary hobbies. High school. High school English class. She introduced. She. I had a sort of mild case of goth. I did have a mild case of goth back in high school. So like I had black pleather trench coat. I wore sunglasses. My hair was long. Uh, which was very much not the norm at my school. Yeah, my school did not have a significant goth subculture or anything like that. So I did kind of stand out a little bit. She thought I looked, she liked the fact that I looked different from everyone else at the school. So she asked for my phone number. She she asked my phone number, saying that her friend had a crush on me. She's like, "Oh, can I get your phone number for my friend?" And then yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say she was shy. Level Iris -1 point. Free thinking guy that goes against the samies at school. I just thought trench coats looked cool. I just thought trench coats looked cool. We call them normies now. Yeah. Goddamn normies. that came directly ads. It drops the stream, so I go out and get the ads when I come back in. Well, that sucks. But she is totally in control. She has a strong personality. I mean, I'm pretty passive. So I see the live action Link and Zelda have been cast. Interestingly, they went with a couple of nobody, like a couple of like very like not nobodies, but they went with a couple of people who very much not A-list. Link is being played by Benjamin Evan Ainsworth. That's on other channels too. YouTube is weird. Yeah, Benjamin Evan Ainsworth as Link, and Bo Bragason as Zelda. It's going to be good. Probably not. Chris Pine, who played Mario. That was Chris. Shit. Which Chris was it? Hemsworth, Pine, Farley. Shit. Who was the Chris who played Mario? It wasn't Pines. I'm blanking on his last name. Farley. I'm trying to remember Chris's. I'm just trying to remember the famous Chris's. Pratt. Yes, it was Chris Pratt. Reeve, yeah, Christopher Reeve. Yeah, it's interesting. The person they cast as Link is, I think, 16. The person cast as Zelda is like 2021. Fine, Evans, Hemsworth, yeah, Chris Evans. I did forget Chris Evans. Why are so many Chris's famous? Like, why are so many famous people named Chris? Like, I don't. Why? That feels statistically anomalous. Am I wrong? Am I wrong that it feels statistically anomalous? And like all doing action movies. Superman stuff. I've not seen the new Superman. Yeah, they're. It's interesting that they're going with younger Link and Zelda. It is. It's just. It's just weird. James Gunn shit. I may actually like the Superman movie, but I doubt it. Conspiracy. That's what it is. It's a conspiracy. I'm sure the Superman movie is. I've heard nothing but good things about the Superman movie. I don't think I'll bother watching it. Yeah, and once it's out on streaming, then I may consider watching it through completely legal means. but 6.5 out of 10. It had some good bits. Even then, I may not, like, even when it's out on streaming, I might not actually bother watching it. Yeah, I haven't bothered watching any of the like. I never bothered watching the Zack Snyder films or any of the other DC movies. Completely illegal memes there yet. Some funny cameos to set up for the sequel. Yeah, like I never bothered watching any of the other DC movies over the past that came out over the past 15 years. More of a Marvel man. I always was more of a Marvel guy. That said, I also haven't watched any of the Marvel shit since the last Marvel thing I watched was No Way Home. Because it was not long after No Way Home came out that I was like, you know what, Disney, I am not comfortable giving Disney. X-Men is Marvel. X-Men is a Marvel franchise. Yeah, I mean, I was always more of a Marvel fan. That said, even the Marvel movies, I'm starting to get a little bit tired of quantity over quality. One thing that was starting to get to me about the Marvel movies was the focus on humor. There was very much a trend towards a lot of films just like rapid fire jokes. Least favorite Marvel actor? I'm gonna go Chris Pratt. But I don't know. But there was a trend towards like rapid fire jokes. Even the movies that weren't rapid fire comedy, there was definitely still a strong focus on having a lot of comedy, including in bits where it was like, okay, that joke just sucked a lot of tension out of the scene. Great job. It's actually one reason I actually kind of like Eternals. Your favorite is Groot. Like, one reason I actually thought Eternals was very good, it had unique visuals for the MCU, and it was also very much, there were jokes here and there. Like, there absolutely were jokes here and there. A couple of there were like a couple of characters who were comic relief characters, but it was so toned down. The humor was so toned down compared to basically damn near any other MCU movie. Ultimately, Eminem's humor killed the emotional scenes of Superman. Yeah, like that's one thing that I found that I started to get tired of with the MCU was how often they had humor kill tension and kill emotional weight, like sort of suck emotional weight out. And like I said, Eternals was really good at avoiding that. I do think it's the most underrated Marvel film. And one thing I find interesting about a lot of the criticism that, like, because Eternals was definitely like really not well received. And one thing I do find interesting about that, it was a diverse cast. The white dude was the villain. But a lot of people hated on it, which I didn't understand. Yeah, like it's. I feel like because it didn't really go. I feel like because it tried to do something different, it really didn't just follow the normal Marvel formula of, bright visuals, lots of jokes. Like the visuals were very different from the other films. Like humor was very toned down, and it had a very diverse cast. And I find it interesting that like it was maybe the first MCU film that had a legitimately diverse cast. The one white dude was the villain. The main hero was, arguably the main character was Cersei, who was Asian. Um, there was a gay black dude. There was a deaf black woman. Actually, there was a second white dude. I forgot about Druig. I want to say Druig. I forgot about the telepath dude. He was white. Yeah, Indian dude. Another Asian dude. Angelina Jolie, woman. Sprite, young girl. So yeah, it was a very diverse cast. And I do feel like right off, like before the movie came out, it was getting a lot of criticism. Even before it came out, a lot of people were skeptical of it right from the start. And it was actually not a masterpiece. It's a fucking action movie. It's a goddamn popcorn flick. It's never going to be a masterpiece. But it was a enjoyable film. Yeah, like none of those films are fucking masterpieces. There's not a single film in the entirety of the MCU that's like fucking Oscar worthy. You know? They're fun popcorn flicks. A lot of them do have shit going on beneath the, like a lot of them do have, some real thematic shit going on. But at the end of the day, it's just CGI popcorn bullshit. And that's fine. That's fun. I have nothing against that sort of thing. They're fun films. But I do feel like a lot of people take them too seriously. Also, not comfortable with the propaganda aspect, the military propaganda aspect. Because, man, do those movies ever push military propaganda? They have to, because it's the only way to work. It's the only way the U.S. military will work with a film, is if it pushes the idea that the military is good and perfect and all that. Yeah. Any other films you want to see? Not a lot. I do want to watch the two parts of Wicked. Once both parts of Wicked are out on streaming, I will probably watch that. I mean, I was talking about the Eternals a couple minutes ago, but I mean, we're just talking about the MCU in general. Yeah, I will probably watch Wicked once it's out on streaming. Um, the next Spider Verse, I imagine I'll watch the next Spider Verse movie. They're really good. They're really well made movies. beyond that, and yeah, I don't think there's anything this year that's like I think I've looked and nothing coming out this year that excites me. I should try to find some cool looking movies to watch. But aliens. What about I did watch Aliens, the second one. I think did I watch the first one as well? I don't remember. Freakier Friday. I want to go to the theater too often. I actually don't remember if I watched the first. I think I might have. I think I have seen both, like the first two Alien movies. But I mean, it's not a franchise that's really stuck with me. Not a franchise that I really have cared that much about. Freakier Friday. Wait, the seventh film in the franchise? What? There's a Freaky franchise movie. I thought there was just the one movie. Yeah, as far as it counts, all right. So that's just like different versions of. So yeah, like 1976 version, Summer Switch from 1984, along with A Billion for Boris from the same year. 1995 Freaky Friday. All right, fine. See, it's August 8th. What Jamie Lee and Lindsay Lohan? Yeah. Ooh, Rosalind Chow. Nice. Rosalind Chow is in it. Good for her. She was Keiko O'Brien in Star Trek Next Generation and Deep Space Nine. And apparently she was in the original. She was in the previous Curtis Lohan Freaky Friday as well. Lindsay Lohan is your love. Yeah, I know. But I don't fuck with it. But yeah, no, Toby, I have nothing to do with Disney anymore. I I do not give Disney my money. Disney has enough money as it is. They do not need more from me. I know that like me not buying their shit doesn't make a difference to their bottom line. You know, my $15 two or three times a year, they don't care. But I will save my money. Doesn't your bottom line? Yeah. Means I'm saving my money. Disney is bottoming me out right now. Cosplay. Yeah, I like cosplay. Not something that I'd be interested in doing myself. Not something that I like. particularly inclined to do myself. But yeah, cosplay's cool. Except the Sailor Moon characters. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think that'd work for me. Like I said, not something I'm particularly interested in doing myself. If I did, I would not dress. I would not cosplay a teenager. A teenager. Certainly not a teenager wearing a short skirt. Nobody needs to see that. Cosplay's employed. I'm fucking trying, Killface. I applied for 2 jobs just last night. They're not even gonna bother. They're probably not even gonna fucking look at my resume. There's nothing like a Disney for. You live in this stuff. You can dance if you want to. You can leave your friends behind. Because your friends don't dance, and if they don't dance, no friends of mine. Safety dance. Safety dance. Dance. It's Canadian. Did I know that or did I not know that? I don't know if I knew that. I mean, I'm surprised. Like, I was like, is he? I probably did hear that before, but I forgot about it. Is he? Yeah, I thought he was like Australian. Men Without Hats. No, Canadian. Originally from Montreal. I did know that. The singer's actually born in America, though. The singer was born in the U.S. American-born Canadian musician. I thought they were strength because of Down Under. What Down Under? Kicked out of a club by a dancer for dancing differently and starting to write it. It's Men Without Hats, not Men Down Under. You're thinking of Men at Work? Ah, that's what you're thinking of, Men at Work. Come from London Under. Yes. That band is very Australian. Anyway, I do actually like that. I do actually like the safety dance. Down Under, I don't actually particularly enjoy. Don't hate it. It's not something I enjoy, but Safety Dance I do actually have on my computer. Put some shrimps on the bottom, mate. Prawns. Prawns. I don't know why you strictly supposed to do it. Maybe. But that's what they do in the music video, Vanna. Whee! It's really normal. That's normal. I thought I mean, just because the stream is like it's I'm not doing anything special. It's not cooking, not showing photos. I'm not showing hog. There's nothing unique about this stream. It's just a regular stream. Longer than usual, but other than that, I think so. Nah. Oh, it spelled normal, right? The fact that you put it without the A twice, like the fact that both times it was missing the A made me like, did I forget to put the A in my stream title? It honestly made me like I had to check the stream title to make sure I didn't have a typo. Anywho, what do you for dinner? Just leftovers. I left over mints and tatties. They're pretty good. Good stuff. Yep. Yarp. Yarp. Thanks for later. Nerd. Just keep killing time, basically. Just gonna do my thing. Fuck around on the internet. I did not. I think somebody did mention last night that it needed to get like shaved, or that she had like completely shaved it or something. So bad. Poor kitty. And cancel boxes. Today was the second day, so people when they were using away. The AC box of a flat piece of cardboard. On the floor and they're using it as their box. Aw, that's cute. As far as I know, never. Then generally, yeah, your guess is as good as mine. You must miss me. I would hope so. If you guys saw each other when she came back. Nah, we never had a chance. She wasn't here for very long, so we didn't actually have a chance to meet up. She was only here for what, like a month? Like she basically she would have needed her husband. Yeah, she would have needed to talk to her husband about it first, and I think she just didn't get a chance to really talk to him about it. I have to pee. I will be back in a moment. Got myself some more water as well. So gassy. Uncle Buck, if I had to fart, I would just fart. All right. Looked up for my boyfriend yesterday. Good times. Yeah, if I had to fart, do you honestly think I'd actually go off camera to fart? I have farted on camera. Quietly, so you people missed it. I fart quiet. I fart on camera all the time. But yeah, it's quiet and you people don't actually hear it. Glitches group one. Just natural. Told me I'd never be ladylike. Ladylike is overrated. Oh, hey, new volume of Snucker came out. I really need to get a job so I can get my new comics. Good. And I really need to get a job so I can buy the comics that I need to get. Stock Girl and FML. We called them giants. So the new season of Star Trek starts tomorrow. Star Trek Strange New Worlds. What are your favorite comics? Love Pretty Deadly. Pretty Deadly is probably my favorite. Emma Rios' art is just so beautiful. Uh, the Wicked and the Divine was phenomenal. Bitch Planet was great, and I wish it had continued. No, no, William Shatner I don't think is in Strange New Worlds. I hope he's not. Fuck William Shatner. Yeah, I don't think he's in anyone. Honestly, I don't like William Shatner. Just like as a person. Yeah, he's not mentioned anywhere. Predictive text. Yeah, I don't use predictive text. Go finish your documentary. I'm glad you streamed longer. What documentary, Killface? What's the documentary about? I think you might have mentioned it yesterday, and I forgot what it was. In any event, I hope you will join me tomorrow for data everything, because I will presumably be doing data everything tomorrow. And good night, Killface. You go, Purple. Functions not coming home. She loves her husband. She loves her cat. She can't even leave right now. I mean, you say that like it's a bad thing. Some talking about an evil James Kirk from your universe at one point. Shatner is an asshole, so. Looks like no. So it looks like back in February, um, he said that a writer had talked to him. work with. I can believe it. No, brother. My brother did not come by today. So we'll see if he comes tomorrow. I said I don't like William Shatner as a person, so I'm not really to everybody. I would expect she will be. Carpets are big. There's a shit there does they have to bring. It's just a rug. It's just an area rug. It like genuinely, it's just an area rug. It's not. It's not. Not really, but I am. Yeah, a lot of that comes down to me. Just yeah. No, no, no. Like I said, just an area rug, just for living room. It's not like it's not like we're going to be covering the entire apartment. Bigger than a throw rug, but still not huge. Not too big. So yeah, if he doesn't come by tomorrow, then the rug's probably going to have to wait a while. Take down the bottom so she doesn't trip. Bottom of the carpet. I'm sure she'll be fine. So yeah, I figure after this stream, I'll give the current rug a quick vacuum. Like I said, if my brother doesn't come by tomorrow, then yeah, the new one's gonna have to wait a little while until until he has a day off. But, not a huge deal. Yes, even closed circuit. I have been Uncle Buck. Whenever I've the past few days, whenever I use the vacuum, I have been turning the air conditioner off first, and then once the microwave's done, turn the AC back on. And then once I'm back home, I'll be able to start recording my Final Fantasy videos again. Still got a big buffer. I'm still gonna have like a 7-episode buffer, which is pretty good. I gave myself a nice big buffer because I initially thought that my mom was coming back like August 2nd or 3rd, so I wanted to give myself a little bit of a buffer beyond that. So yeah, I've got all the way up to August 12th. My buffer goes all the way to August 12th right now, which is definitely a big buffer to have. That'll be for episode 21. Not that anyone cares. No one cares about my FF Let's Plays. Surely. I mean, it's just my YouTube channel. No, I didn't tell them that. The card. I found the first season a bit the first season. I wasn't sure what they were going for. FF6 storyline is a good game. Yeah, Tricks played one is FF3 on SNES. It is one of the better Final Fantasy games, I think, story wise. Or FM like a radio. No, FF. So yeah, first season Picard, I wasn't quite sure what they were trying to say. I wasn't sure what the point of the season was. The second season, for as malign as Picard's second season was, it had things to say. And I actually liked that about it. There were genuine themes throughout. Like there were multiple themes. Every character had their own arc, and like there's every character, like there things were being said about or using those characters. I thought, I'll be honest, like I said, for as maligned as Picard's second season was, I thought it was the best season of the series. Season 3, I didn't like it. I hated season 3. It was pure nostalgia bait. That's all season 3 was. Just pure, absolute pure nostalgia bait. No, there was absolutely nothing beyond the nostalgia. Who, Chantel? Chantel's in Syria. I just did not like that there's, especially, I like, it basically just like erased the first 2 seasons. Like it just like, oh hey, remember that really touching death scene that Data had in the first season of Picard? Yeah, fuck that. We don't. No, fuck that shit. No, we're bringing Data back. Fuck that death scene. The way the second season ended with Picard sort of learning to let go of his past and like to find a new future with Laris. No, fuck that. Fuck Laris. We don't give a shit about Laris. Laris wasn't in fucking previous Star Treks. Who fucking cares about Laris? Second season, like Seven and Raffi, their romance was a big part of the second season. Them sort of like learning to communicate with each other and sort of learning kind of how to love each other. No, fuck that. They broke up off screen. Like every goddamn element of the first 2 seasons just got fucking toss it. Balance the Ruin album. FF6 opera sequence in the style of me. I might check that out. Like it's just, why do you hate your own fucking show so much, Star Trek? Like the 3rd season of Picard absolutely despised the first 2 seasons. There was no interest in building off what the first 2 seasons did. No, they were trying to dismiss as much of the first 2 seasons as they possibly could. Is that weird? Who, my mom? I mean, she's up there. That's one. Oh, I fucking hated season 3 of Picard. Fucking hated it. I mean, my mom's old. I don't think she's really had any heart issues. I don't think my mom's really had any heart issues that I know of. Love letter to Kenji. It wasn't a love letter. It was just pure fucking nostalgia bait, and I hate that shit. Your comment might not have shown up. Give me a second to refresh my chat. Oh, yeah, your comment didn't show. I'm sorry, Uncle Buck. Your comment didn't show up initially. Hospital just called. They had to bring my daughter there from the LTAC facility. She's cardiac. So did shit. I'm sorry, Uncle Buck. That sucks. Yeah, that's bad. Any like You gonna go down tonight or wait until tomorrow? Because it is pretty late, with it being almost 11 o'clock at, I don't know if they do, visiting hours or anything. So you going tonight or tomorrow? Because I assume that you will be going to visit her. I mean, as far as like the Moriarty goes, like that was just like, hey, remember Moriarty? Remember how much you liked Moriarty in Next Generation? Remember how cool that character was? Remember him? Do you remember him? Do you remember him? He didn't fucking matter. It wasn't even him. He was end up in the hospital every few months. Fair. Freaks me out, probably more. Yeah, that's fair that it always freaks you out. I know you have mentioned that she's got sort of had lifelong health issues. The Borg Cube is cool. The Borg Cube was the first season. Or I suppose you mean like the Return of the Queen. I don't really fucking like. Again, like second season of Picard, it resolved the Borg plot. It was resolved. But no, we can't have that. No. Ignore that. Yeah, no. We gotta bring back the Borg again. For some weird ass Aesop about how damn kids today are being taken over by technology. Oh, those kids in their technology. Oh, those damn kids today. I don't know if that was what they were going for, but that is very much the message that they sent. Them dang kids and their TikToks and all and oh, need to go back to the old days. Darn kids and their cell phones. Oh, we had to go back to the old days. Things were better in the old days. Darn kids today. Like, I get that the theme they really wanted to go for was legacy. But the theme they actually ended up going with was kids suck, old people are better. Things were better in the old days. We need those old people to save the day from all those darn kids. They accidentally showed an absolute contempt for youth. So fuck them for that. And all of it in service of, hey, remember this show you used to love. Remember this better show that you used to love. You can contrast what Picard season 3 did with what all 5 seasons of Star Trek Lower Decks did. Star Trek Lower Decks was a love letter to the entire Star Trek franchise, full of nods and references and just, you know, absolutely brought up a lot of nostalgic shit. But all of it was like, while still allowing these new characters to have their own stories and like telling new stories of their own. And elevated heart rates. They sent her to the hospital to check for infection. All right. I hope she will turn out to be okay. Yeah, and you can even compare it to Strange New Worlds. Strange New Worlds relies pretty heavily on nostalgia. But it still allows new characters to breathe. It's still telling their own stories. It's not relying solely, purely, 100% entirely on nostalgia and absolutely nothing else. I was literally throwing with Joy watching that up. Keep it start for the base. Ruby's and seeing with all chips. Yeah, I mean the vault. Yeah, the vault was cool. Moriarty should not have been there. Moriarty should not have been involved in the vault. Data shouldn't have been involved either. They shouldn't have had Data. They should not have brought Data back from the dead. He had his ending. You know, his death in the movie was stupid and shitty. Poorly done. His death in Picard season 1 was a really touching scene. That should have been the end of his story. He should not have been resurrected. So he shouldn't have been there. Moriarty shouldn't have been there. Hospital talk. The facility had different language. We went through this before. Yeah. Always a pain in the ass, I'm sure, though. So the vault. I mean, the vault was a cool thing. And like all those like nods, some very cool like nods, like the Genesis device being there, that was cool. The freaky tribble, that was fun. That was fun, a funny little bit. Yep, that kind of thing is fine. References to past stuff, that's fine. And the Starfleet ship, and yeah, the ship museum. That was cool. The ship museum is cool. Seven getting a little bit nostalgic over Seven of Nine. That was a nice moment. Or over Voyager. Yep. Seven getting a little bit, hey, normal. Seven getting a little nostalgic over Voyager. That was a nice moment. But like the entire series. Do you ever want a pet fish? Nah, I wouldn't want a pet fish. And even like Riker and Troy's story. Oh, thanks, normal. The story arc for Riker and Troy. Them continuing to do this. Like their daughter barely gets a fucking mention. It's all about their fucking son. Like you still have a daughter. She barely gets referenced. Her name is barely said. Like maybe twice, maybe 2 times throughout the entirety of that season that their daughter is even mentioned. Gecko, nah, not my kind of thing, Vanna. It's like, Jesus fucking Christ, how much do you hate the first 2 seasons? Why do you want to erase those first 2 seasons so desperately? There's no building on what came before. It's every single aspect of that entire season is a throwback to 30 fucking years ago. Which feels like a disservice to what Star Trek is actually about. Star Trek's about the future. It's about looking forward, moving forward. Like, that's what Star Trek's always been about, is looking and moving forward into the future. And Picard Season 3 was 100% about the past. %100% about reliving old glories. Every single aspect of it, from start to finish, was about reliving old glories. No interest at all about the future. Kind of finished the TNG story. But the TNG story finished. It finished in the finale. Their story finished at the end of Next Generation Series 7. All Good Things was the end of the Next Generation story. Yeah, the movies after that. Like, the movies sort of continued it, but I mean, like, that was not the end of the story. It wasn't about finishing the story. It was all about, hey, remember the Next Generation. Hey, remember how much you loved this show. It was all about, hey, remember how much you loved this show. They had nothing of value to say. Not a single thing of value to say throughout the entire season. And just to top it all off, as one final one final topper. Oh, hey, it's John Delancey as Q. Because again, his story ended in season 2 of Picard, but can't have that. So we got to bring back not just Q, but John Delancey's Q. I would be fine with Q showing up, but have it someone who contrasts with Jack Crusher. If you're gonna have a Q to continue Jack Crusher's story, because fucking fuck forbid any other character fucking matter. It has to be someone who contrasts with Jack. John Delancey played Q in a way designed to contrast with Patrick Stewart's Picard. That was the point. He wanted to contrast with Picard. He does not contrast the same way with Jack. They tried so hard to set up a Star Trek legacy. They tried so hard to set up a new series, with Seven and Raffi and fucking Jack and Geordi's daughter. They really wanted to set up, Star Trek legacy. They wanted to set that up, and then they just let it go. They didn't even bother fucking there's been absolutely no word about a Star Trek legacy actually happening. Because why would there be? I hate to say it, but it might be time to let Star Trek rest again. But again, their story was finished. Their story was finished in All Good Things. It wasn't to put a pin in the story. It was, hey, remember how much you loved Next Generation. Good night, Uncle Buck. I hope your daughter will be okay. Hope she gets out quickly. TNG fans want more. And I don't know that they should have been appeased like that. There's always a segment of any fan base that just wants to relive old glories, and I hate that. I don't want the same stories that I've seen before. I want new shit. Also, not for nothing, call me crazy, but I feel like Paramount has really pulled back on queer rep in Star Trek. You know, for a little while there, Star Trek was real gay. Yeah, you had Stamets and Culber throughout Discovery, and Adira added in the third season of Discovery for the rest of that series. Picard had Seven and Raffi get together. Lower Decks didn't really do much with romance anyway, but you know it did have for a little. You know, it did have here and there. Beckett, Mariner, and Jennifer. Even Strange New Worlds, first season Strange New Worlds had a reference to the chapel being bi. It had non-binary antagonist in one episode who was amazing. Who was married to Whoopi Goldberg. Yeah, I loved Angel. I think Angel. I loved them. They were such a phenomenal villain. They were just the best. And also, you know, there was Mbenga's daughter shipped the Knight and the Ranger in that storybook. So there's a lot of for a little while there was a lot of queer shit going on in Star Trek. Then Picard season 3, the gay couple got broken up off camera. Strange New World season 2, absolutely no queer content. You know, Discovery sort of kept its queer content because it was already baked in. There was no, it was grandfathered in. But I feel like Paramount is sort of like pulling back on queer rep in Star Trek in a way that really sucks. We'll see if season 3 of Strange New Worlds has anything. I'm honestly not counting on it. Like, I honestly don't expect any queer shit in season 3 of Strange New Worlds. We'll see. Maybe I'll be surprised. Maybe, yep. Maybe, what's your name? The helmswoman will be confirmed as bi. Maybe there will be an episode where Chapel runs into that woman she had a mix-up with, and it'll be comedically awkward and all that. Yeah, maybe they'll do shit like that. And there's Starfleet Academy still being made. So again, maybe that'll have some shit. Yeah, that'll be focused on younger people. Tig Notaro will be there, and you know her character is lesbian. So we'll see, but I don't know. Is there anything known? Nothing really known about new season yet. Yeah, I don't know. It really feels like they pulled back. And they did. A few months ago, they did put an end to their DEI initiatives, diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives. So that makes me think that Paramount doesn't really give a shit about inclusivity. That and their support of AI. So yeah, but I mean that's yeah. Garrick was played as gay. Yeah. Ira Bear says that, but I don't know if I believe Robinson, the guy who played him, absolutely intended Garrick to be gay. I don't know if I believe the producer intended Garrick to be gay because who was it who decided to hook him up with Ducat's daughter? Well, Seven of Nine is like she is bi. Seven of Nine is like canonically bi. She dated Raffi, and then they were broken up off screen. That's sort of like the point I was making is like it had gone like really gay, and then they pulled back on it. So yeah, like Ira Bear, like I don't know if Ira Bear intended Garrick to be gay, or if he just because of the way that Robinson played him as gay, if Bear just sort of like, oh, of course he is. Like if Bear might just be sort of confusing it in his head. But I mean, like the fact that Garrick was so clearly into Bashir kind of meant that they were forced to come up with a female love interest for him. One who was like half his age, so it was a just deeply uncomfortable and inappropriate romance. It was not a good romantic option for him. And frankly, he always seemed a little bit uncomfortable around her. Except when Ducat was around and he was able to start trolling Ducat. That was the only time that he actually seemed comfortable with the idea of a romance. Was when there was an opportunity to troll Ducat about it. Anyway, 3 hours. I'm gonna get going now. I'm going to go now. So, thanks everyone for watching. With the DEI shit? No, that is not Trump's fault. No. All the companies who are caving in to Trump with the anti-DEI shit, they wanted to. They're not doing it because Trump forced them. They're doing it because they wanted to. They're fucking cowards. Trump literally cannot force any company to end their DEI programs. Trump does not actually have the right to do that. As can be seen by the rare companies that have refused to do it. Trump couldn't do jack shit to them. No. The companies using Trump the companies citing Trump they're just fucking cowards. No fucking respect for cowards. They don't want to stand up to fascism. Fuck them. So yeah. I said, thanks for watching. And barring anything unforeseen, I will be on tomorrow for date everything. If there's any sort of if there's any reason that I might not, then I'll say so. But otherwise, yeah. So yeah. Thanks for watching, and good night, everybody.